What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on the Pro Carrier Deluxe by Joshua J. and Vanishing Inc. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment on any questions that you have about the product I'm reviewing or anything you'd like to see in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. The Pro Carrier Deluxe is a worker's utility accessory that was originally developed by Joshua J. back in 2000. Now, the Deluxe version is the new and improved version, as the Pro Carrier only carried one deck of cards, while this carries two, and actually even three. We'll get more into the features here in a little bit. The price on this is $34, or if you were lucky enough to pick one of these up during their warehouse clearance sale, they actually went on sale for $12. So I picked up two, and I've read some comments about people that had picked up five. But even at $34, I think that this is a really great accessory to have. Let's get into the features. Right now, this is holding two decks of cards. It has a magnetic flap, and then on the back, there's a clip, so you can clip this onto your pants, onto a bag, whatever you want to do. I personally wouldn't carry this on my belt or anything. This would kind of resemble a fanny pack, but anyway, they have updated this. I'll go over some of the differences between this and the original Pro Carrier here in a little bit. But this is currently holding two decks of cards, and then there is a zippered compartment that will allow you to carry coins or some other things in there. And this can actually hold three decks. I have another deck here just to show you that this will hold three decks comfortably, but you can't close it if you're holding three decks. So I think that this third compartment here is designed for packet tricks. You could hold Boave in here, or you could hold a stack of business cards. So I have a stack of business cards here. Those fit in there nicely. It will close with the business cards, so you have a lot of options with this. Now I'll go over some of the things that they've improved if you own the original Pro Carrier. So the original had a Velcro flap, held one deck, and then you had a little slot for, maybe a packet trick. It's not as big though, and or you have your coin area here. And then on the back, you have a belt loop. So with this clip, this allows you to clip it onto things where, the belt loop doesn't allow as much variety. And then just in comparison to some other card cases, I do really like this one. There, I have one by TCC. This is the artificial leather. This one doesn't have a locking flap, and it has nothing to, there's no way to attach this to your person, so this would likely just go into your pocket. But this one was only $8. Then you have, like I said, the original. There's also another one by Vanishing Inc. like this. This one's pretty big. So the reason I'm doing the comparison is just to kind of give you some size when it comes to pocket space, and we'll get into that more in a bit. But then there's this one. I'm going to go over some different working pouches and whatnot in another video. Some of you may be familiar with Jay Sankey's Assassin. This holds a number of decks of cards. But anyway, we'll stick with this. That was just for comparison. All right, so I'm going to give you guys just a close-up of everything. So you have the front here. Here's the back with the clip. Inside, you have a couple decks. Your zippered compartment, as well as some more. On each side of the zippered compartment, there is a slot. So if you want to separate a packet trick here and some business cards here, you have that option. Overall, this is really good. I'll take everything out and show you what it looks like completely flat. If you just want to store it or whatever, I think that kind of covers everything on how this looks. So a lot of the regular questions won't apply since this is an accessory. With this, the packaging, I think it just came in a box. This was wrapped up in some plastic. You don't get any kind of tutorial or download or anything like that. This is just an accessory, but it does do what it intends very well. Now this is made out of real leather and it looks very durable. I haven't had this version for long. I did use this one a lot. As you can see, it's got some wear to it. And this one lasted me, well, I mean, it's still in great condition, but this one is real leather as well. This one uses a different leather. To me, it looks like a Napa leather. It's a kind of a softer, smoother leather, but the stitching throughout is very good. And it all just looks great. So, you also have an ID window or a slot for your business cards in the front, and you can throw a few more in here if you don't want to use this area for your business cards. So overall, you can have variety as well. Deck of cards. I have an ESP deck here. You could throw in your ABC deck. You could put in snaps. There's, a lot of different varieties. So if you want to have one deck for card magic and another gimmick deck or anything like that, then this is great. Pocket space. So if you're carrying this full, it is bulky, but I mean, you don't have to carry 2 decks if you want to just carry the 1 deck. It kind of folds down. So it's almost like an accordion type design. So it folds down to be really small. So it's going to get smaller if you want to carry less. If you just want to carry coins and packet tricks, it's going to go down to, doesn't take up much space at all. But I would likely use this with 2 decks as it's intended, because you have the variety of using a regular deck of cards if you choose to, and then a completely other style or other deck. Is this a worker and who would use it? This is definitely a worker. That's what this is intended for. It's intended so that you can have this on you, whether you're wearing it or if you have it in a close-up bag or your backpack or clipped onto something. This ensures that you're always going to have something on you, a couple decks, whatever you want in it. So this is designed for workers. Workers would use this. Is it worth your money? So even at full price, $34, the design as well as the material and the quality of this, at $34, this is still worth your money. At $12, this was an absolute steal, which is why I know multiple people picked up more than one of these just to have backup or extra. Pros and cons. The pros are that it's really well made. It's real leather. It has some new and improved designs to it that the old one didn't have. And negatives, I guess the only negative that some people might consider is that it can be bulky, right? But that all depends on what you want to use it for and how much you want to pack into it. So if you're only using 1 deck of cards and maybe some business cards or coins, it is not going to take up much pocket space. That is how you eliminate that negative if it's a negative for you. But for me, I like carrying the 2. Even if you clip this onto the side or the back, if you're wearing a jacket, you're not going to see it. So it depends on how you want to use it, but overall, I think this is a great accessory for any working magician or mentalist, and I think it's worth checking out and picking up. I will leave a link in the description below, and I think that is all I have to say about the Pro Carrier Deluxe. See you at the next review.